Hello. This is the Chris and Karl Show, episode
The guitar's there.
3?
You could.
Doesn't matter.
Some of the figures.
I think it's episode 3.
I'm not sure.
As you can see, we're probably looking a little bit evil because I've tried changing the lighting and
It's not what that right. It's blinding me.
stuff. Well, the light on the camera is still on, which is a bad thing, sort of.
No, that's
So-
not the light that's blinding me.
We didn't know what to talk about, and we just found out about this story because we live in the West Midlands, so we didn't hear about this because we don't listen to the news or anything like that. Don't be silly.
News is
So
boring.
we heard someone talking about it because he said he was almost hit by it, which is crazy. In London today, at about 8 a.m, a helicopter. If you don't know the weather here at the moment, it's snowing everywhere, and the clouds.
It's not snowing here.
It's what?
Yeah, that was like 2 days ago.
It snowed today.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
I went to school.
I didn't care.
It snowed.
Well, it didn't snow for me.
Oh yeah. And so it's been misty in some places, and there was in London, there was a crane, and
On top of a building.
the helicopter had to be diverted because of the weather
Somewhere else.
to somewhere else.
To land.
And it was going through where the crane was, and it didn't see the crane, so it hit the crane.
Here's a demonstration.
Yep, hit the crane. Well, it's probably more like I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
It flew around a bit because it was like broken, and it it crashed.
He just decides to go right. Let's just take it.
And it crashed in a road, and the tail of it landed on a building.
Land on the roof.
Landed on a roof.
It hit two cars. Sat them on fire.
Yeah, it set
two buildings.
set two buildings on fire. Hit two cars, and I'm guessing it landed on the cars.
Yeah, I think it did.
Or it might have
That's what it
slid
said.
into one or something. Yeah. And the pilot died, and one other person on the ground died, and then I think 12 were injured.
And then, wasn't it like?
But the worst injury was a broken leg. So
Which is not
luckily,
really-
the people who were injured weren't too bad, except for the guy with the broken leg. But one other person was killed, as well as the pilot. But it could have been a lot worse. So you got to think of it in that
The
way.
helicopter could have went bang. Had a
Yeah, the helicopter could have
nuclear
exploded.
bomb
And
effect.
maybe not nuclear, but
You get what I mean?
it could have been a lot worse.
Took out area of London.
Yeah.
Could have blew up, hit a gas main. Boom.
So people said it was really terrifying and didn't know what was happening.
And it was a strange buzzing noise.
There was a strange buzzing noise before it hit the floor, and I imagine there was some kind of explosion sound, or from enormous bang. There was an enormous bang, apparently. And yeah, the pilot was Peter Barnes, who was I didn't realise that. He also worked as a pilot in action films, including
Dying of a Day.
Die Another Day. You looked terrifying then, because your face was right.
I didn't see. I was reading it.
So he's been a pilot. He was 50 years old. He's been a pilot for a very long time, and obviously done pretty well for himself. And just didn't see the crane.
But it wasn't really misty.
Yeah, there's a
picture of
picture. I'll put some pictures up of what happened, and you can see that in the crane shot, which is taken after. You can see it's really misty.
Yeah, you can see the outline of the crane.
And apparently, cranes are meant to have a light which are on. Did it say 24/7?
Yeah, meant to be on all the time.
They're meant to be on all the time for helicopters to see
And planes.
and planes.
Just in case
Although there
of
wouldn't be
fire.
any planes like
Well,
that.
there could be a little propeller one going. Nah.
Well, yeah, I suppose so.
That, like, got blown
Yeah,
off
it's meant to
course.
be on 24 hours to alert pilots, and they're not sure, but a lot of people are saying that it wasn't on because there's been complaints by residents saying it's not been on, and obviously in this case it was misty.
The guy was late for work.
It was early in the morning, and you just didn't see it.
And then kablooey.
Yeah, if it had a light on it, you could have seen it.
Accidents happen.
We don't know. We don't know what we don't know what could have happened differently.
But
But
if he's been a pilot in films, he could have used some action film.
well, obviously he
I know,
either
I
just
know.
didn't see it.
But obviously,
He's 50 years old.
he's not blind.
No, but his eyesight might be pretty bad. If it's misty.
If his eyesight was that bad, he probably wouldn't be allowed to fly a helicopter.
No, I'm not saying it's that bad, but I'm saying he might not be able to see a a very thin crane structure when it's misty and it's got no light on it.
Well, yeah.
And I'm guessing he didn't have the lights on the helicopter on.
Well, that wouldn't have helped if it was misty.
Well, it might have helped, maybe.
It wouldn't. It's not just
Maybe
gonna,
at the last
it's-
second,
it's-
and then he could have used his action film moves.
Yeah, at the last second.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have changed. But
What's it gonna do? Illuminate the whole crane? You'd see.
no, you just won't be able to see it for a second. Just,
Yeah, but
it's better than no light, isn't it?
well, yeah, but a second is still gonna be too late.
Unless he's got a spotlight, one of the spotlights on it. That'll work through mist.
Yeah, but it won't be.
It won't be completely obvious, but you'll be able to see it. I'm sure.
Maybe it reflects back at him and blinds him.
It's not a mirror. It's not mirror crane.
It's made out of metal.
Yeah, metal, not mirror. But so that's all I want to talk about today. So obviously it's a pretty sad thing, but it could have been a lot worse, and it wasn't. And I don't think it. Two buildings were set on fire, but I don't think it mentions what they were.
Quickly have a look.
Just scrolling through
Is that
the.
part of the crane? Yeah, that's part
Yeah.
of the crane.
Looks like it.
Part
Yeah,
of the
part
crane
of the
fell
crane.
off as well.
Yeah, after the crash. So,
That must have been the bit that was hanging off.
and then you had the police controlling the situation.
That's far away.
About 85 fighters were at the scene of the crash. So you can see our excellent police and brigade services working their butts off.
I could be a firefighter.
Initially, an RNLI lifeboat was sent to search the Thames near the crash scene following requests from London Heliport after it lost contact. All right, so they thought it might have landed in the river. But,
I was going to say, it crashed on they sent a boat.
No, because look, where it crashed,
No, where it,
right next to the river.
where it hit, and then where it crashed.
Yeah, where it hit the crane was right next to the river, but where it crashed was the other way.
Yeah, but, come on. It landed on the ground.
Landed right in the road. Right, well, it hit a building first, but like,
2 buildings first.
well, no, I think it hit one building.
It set 2 on fire.
Yes, because then it hit the ground, and then the fire came out and spread to 2 buildings.
Well, we don't know that. It could have just hit that building. Could have went.
How would it do
ding-dong.
that? Like, I think they're next to each other like this. You can't do ding dong when they're connected.
Well, maybe
I don't know.
Maybe it wasn't like that. It doesn't look like that because look, there's a
don't know.
gap between them 2 buildings next to where it crashed.
Maybe. Oh yeah, maybe. You might be right there. I don't know.
I ain't got a clue. I'm just.
Oh look, in that picture, it looks like there's fire over there.
Part of the propeller just from rotor blade.
And someone took a picture when it was in the air.
Did they?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to enjoy, really, when it's this kind of topic. But that's because we didn't have anything to talk about.
It
And
was
we saw this.
It was a last minute topic.
Yeah, and helicopters crashing into cranes doesn't happen every day. He's about to break my light and kill us both. Anyway, so if you want to leave a comment in the
It was an accident,
comments.
bad. I didn't know why it was there.
suggesting a topic we can discuss for next week, this will be weekly.
Yeah, will be.
Will be weekly, although
It was
if
just-
one of us
it
is
was just
sick
Christmas.
or something.
Because of Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas. We had family and all that gubbins to deal with.
Yeah.
Turned all British now.
Well, you have.
I'm from Britain. He's from
You're from Britain. I'm from England.
England. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. So let's end it with the theme
Without my bag.
and your bag.
I
What are you doing?
I
You're gonna
can't-
do a drum beat.
Yeah.
This is gonna be bad. Keep that beat. Keep that beat. This is the Chris and Karl show. This is the Chris and Karl show.
Well, that's enough, man. That's enough.